Oh, hello and welcome. This is Scorecard on Channel 1 TV, and I am Bernard Abegoji. Because of coach, I have to take my time to mention my name. Today, I don't want trouble. Yeah. But there's been a lot that's been happening, over this week. Interestingly, Liverpool lost, and Chelsea also decided to lose. I've got a lot of questions for the Chelsea folks. We'll get to talk about that. But the United team, what do they do on that Friday night? No? There's a lot that's loading here. I'm learning Real Madrid too are down by a goal. There's a lot happening, at the tail end of the season. We're going to talk about all of that here. And Manchester City showed us now another trick, another lesson for Arteta to learn. All of that in details here on Scorecard, live on Channel 1 TV. I'll go for a quick break. When I return back in studios, I'll be introducing you to my guest. We'll set the ball rolling shortly. We'll be back. Oh, you're welcome back. This is Scorecard on Channel 1 TV. I am Bernard Abegoji. Yeah. Coach, you're welcome. I'm Anthony to me.
You said because of me, you have to take your time to mention your name.
Yeah.
And that was what you call taking your time. Bernard Abegoji. Come on, man. I've never been the reason why you mention your name like that. Agree? You know why you mention your name like that?
That's my name. That's my name.
No, but yeah, I would have said Bernard.
Yeah.
You said Bernard.
You see, Bernard is B-E-N-A-R-D or B-E-R-N-A-R-D.
Nagode.
I am B-E-N-N-A-R-D.
So Bernard.
Yes, please. I just decided to put the emphasis so that people understand.
No, the emphasis is to achieve something. You don't want me to say that here, right?
How are you? Are you fine?
I'm very well.
That's the most important. Oh, Nimli. Come here, how are you?
Oh.
That's what Nimli is.
Oh, Nimli.
He's a different being. Nimli, he is as he knows. He knows. Like he's a custodian, I'm a custodian. But his breed is different. His is different. Yeah.
His blood is thicker.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, no. I mean, you great?
I'm good,
It's
I'm
been
good.
a minute,
Yes. I mean,
Were you happy on Friday night?
I was very sad. I think United were hard done by.
Carrick should stay.
Let's wait till the end of the season. I mean, he's doing some good work. I wouldn't say some. He's doing an excellent job so far.
If I allow you, say a lot of things.
Okay,
So hold on.
right,
Let's start from the Ghana Premier League. Okay. Then I'll come back to you. Carrick is doing some excellent things. Yes, he is, but tactically, I think he's not there. We'll get to talk about it. Let's take a look at the Ghana Premier League now. Over this week, the Ghana Premier League gives us an opportunity to observe 34 games in the league. We've got 18 teams playing in the top flight, and we've got 34 games to play. We've done 26 now, so we've got a few games to end the season. So basically, this will be the business end of the season because we've got less than 10 games to go. We take our focus on top of the table, look at what's been happening in that space. BBN Gold Stars are back on top of the table, beating Mediama too, because Mediama failed to win against Dreams FC. So for BBN Gold Stars, they beat Vision by a goal to 0. Then we take a look at Kotoko because of the African slot, in that space. Of course, there's one in the FA Cup and one in the league, but the points, on top of the table looks close up. I'll be mentioning that to you as well. But Kotoko beats Nations FC by 3 goals to 0, and that's the game on your screen. This is at the Barbaya Sports Stadium. Forgive me on that. Kotoko beating Nations by 3 goals to 0. And we also have Accra Hearts of Oak drawing on the day against, drawing in that game against Hearts of Lions. So the games will be rolling on, on your screens. Then we'll get to talk more. This is Spando, and that's the event that's happening currently in relation to whatever it is that we had over the weekend in relation to the Ghana Premier League. But I want to go through the table as well, so that when it gets back in studio, from what you're watching on your screen, we'll be able to blend all of that. BBN Gold Stars are on top of the table with 48 points. Mediama are second with 46 points. Kumasi Asante Kotoko third with 42 points. Accra Hearts of Oak fourth with 42 points as well. So the one on top of the table with 48 points, Accra Hearts of Oak 42 points, means there's 6 points between them. So 2 games can make Accra Hearts of Oak, get closer to dreaming of winning the Premier League. Aduana Stars comes into the picture, fifth with 41 points. There's Carolina United who are sixth with 38 points. Samatex, the previous league champions, have got 38 points. They are 7th on the log. There's Holy Stars who are 8th with 36 points. Dreams FC are 9th now with 34 points. Heart of Lions 10th with 34 points. Nations FC are 11th with 34 points. Vision are 12th with 34 points. But Chim United are 13th with 33 points. Red All Blacks are 14th with 31 points. Recum Chelsea have 31 points. They are 15th. Ho United, Young Apostles, and 11 Wonders have 30, 30, and 10 points respectively. So that's what's been happening on the table, on the league log of the Ghana Premier League. Let's get back in studio and talk about, it will be on your screens for you to watch. Accra Hearts of Oak are unable to score. Coach, you've got a coach that you respect a lot at the helms of Accra Hearts of Oak. I won't say unfortunately because you're presented with what you have to play against. He meets a coach who's also very much experienced in Bashir Eford, a previous winner or champion. He won the Ghana Premier League as well. In that phase with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You look at this game, you think it's the brain of the 2 managers that produced the kind of results that we had, or just business, on the normal?
This could have gone on beyond 24 hours.
Oh.
And we still wouldn't have. But at the end of the day.
Why do you say that?
Now, if you look at what we are watching, where is the goal going to come from? Nowhere. Nowhere. Because even the quality of the pitch is not allowing these boys.
Yeah, it bounces in a strange way.
And it's so bad. I've always said this. It's so bad. It's so very, very bad.
Even if he's not kicking at length, you can see, like you observe it, the ball rolls in a sense because the pitch is not smooth.
You see, when we switch over to those people who are doing proper football.
Yeah, we see the quality.
You see the quality and the vast difference.
Absolutely, I agree.
In the quality of the pitch.
I agree.
That goes a long way to make work relatively easier for the players to showcase how good they are.
Yeah.
The one we are playing on such pitches, you see, we can't take care of grass.
Yeah.
Green grass. We cannot take care of green grass. And again, truth be told, when you're watching these games, it becomes extremely difficult to tactically analyze the game. Because per the video clips that we are watching, we are not seeing any drone shots or shots that will enable you to tactically look at a player striking the ball from that distance. How do you put the ball in the back of the net if that is the way you think it should be done? As for the 2 managers, their quality has never been in doubt in terms of experience, in terms of
Dramani.
These are massive. Look, they've got years of experience.
Yeah.
Former league champions.
Former league champions.
Yeah.
So clearly, what would have helped the cause would have been the quality of the pitch.
True.
So then, if the managers or if the coaches are tactically going to cancel themselves out, you leave the rest of the game to the players to decide who wins it. Because at the end of the day, if the pitch is not playable, the pitch will not allow you to play. How are you going to make sure that whatever you are doing is brought to a proper end? So for me, look, every week we'll come here. We'll get a chance to watch these games.
Yeah.
And the same thing is going to repeat itself over and over and over. How many goals in total have we scored in the league?
Oh, it improves every week, so until I add this week, I'm able to
comparatively, by now, if you do the tally of the total number of goals we've scored in the Ghana Premier League, it's not anything good to write home about. Okay? And fundamentally, the reason for that is the bad pitches that our players have played.
That's true, I agree.
Very, very bad pitches.
That's a job, actually, of governments. Look, I always say this, and I've been saying it for a minute.
It cannot be the job of government.
It is, Coach. I'll tell you why. It is. The clubs are poor. The clubs
Nobody's
are
forcing
not
them to do football.
I agree. The clubs are not attractive enough. Until now that the FA, increased the amount in prize money for the league. What you win for the league in time past, about 3 seasons ago, it's nothing to write home about. You can spend that on, in a month, on your movement.
So the
around,
government should take
around.
my money, your money, our money, to go and give to somebody to run
No, give
his
to somebody
personal
to run his
business.
What I mean to say is, to
the
put
Ghana
up
Football
facilities,
Association,
that's
the Ghana Football Association, accumulatively from CAF and FIFA, they make $2.5 million every year. What is there to show for that? When Keto Kriko was asked what those monies were used for, what did he say? He said close to 80% of the money is used to pay the workers and
used for administrative.
How do you develop football like that?
And the last time I checked from
when we're going for the election,
the FIFA
they were going about cutting, how do you call it? Auditioning polytanks.
No, that one was what you call?
That one was what?
Borehole. It was a borehole project.
Polytanks. We didn't see the board. It was the polytank.
The board there, you not see it. I saw one in
$2.5 million annually. CAF and FIFA.
That one, the FIFA instructs you to know to. I promise you on that. I'm not defending the FA.
FIFA
it's what I know.
FIFA says you should do what? You should use it to pay workers.
No.
You should do what?
I'm only saying that FIFA instructs you
to do what?
To use it for certain projects. So, for example, I'm coming.
Certain projects including improvement of our pitches. You think
our
FIFA,
pitches, no.
Yeah, but you think FIFA is naive?
No, our pitches, no.
So FIFA gives you
because the facilities we have, stadiums we play football in, it belongs to the state.
There's nothing wrong when the FA decides to invest in the quality of the pitches. What is wrong with that?
No, maybe improvement of the league, I might agree.
But
it's for an individual.
I'm coming.
How
do you improve the league if your pitches are bad?
I agree.
So don't say that is not part of improving the league.
No, it is part of improving the league, but you see,
we have the license. How do you call it?
Club
licensing.
And that was what I was coming to, because it's all a matter of standardization.
Fortunately for me, the club licensing managers that have come, in recent past. I mean, Julius Benemuna and Esme Menz are cool friends, so that I talk to, so I get opportunity to look through what the requirements are. And also when I was with the club football,
they are only compromising on the standard of what is required.
Because we don't have any team to play in the league. I promise. Should we go according to strictness?
You see, we would keep coming
here. We'll play league in this country. I promise you.
We'll be coming here.
They'll cancel our league. Should we go verbatim or verbatim
to what is laid down? Why do you have the structure? Why do you have the structure then?
So CAS explains that we should do it in phases.
I understand.
Not roll the full thing up.
I perfectly do. But there is a key material, a key component that the football is supposed to be played on.
Yeah, that is the surface. I agree.
I mean, if you are
that is secondary to none. It is secondary to nothing else.
That is where that is how we are able to develop our players.
I agree.
Right. So how then? Because I actually don't get this campaign that coach has been doing for a very long time. I remember as far back as 2013 on Radio Universe, we used to back on these things.
Yeah, but
you see, it's something that we've been talking about for a very long time. At some point, I got tired and I stopped talking about it.
There's nothing
because
changing.
you see, exactly, that's the what you see. I get the whole idea of government to be part of it.
If we have top 5 stadiums in the country, scattered across, and the clubs are forced to play there, and these stadiums are properly managed.
You can't pay the cocoa farmers. You go to Kolibu. I saw a video yesterday at Kolibu.
I agree.
Where people were lying on the bare floor.
But if we claim that we're football,
that's
country,
what I'm saying. That the FA has got a role to play. You don't make $2.5 million from CAF and FIFA, and you cannot take a percentage of that to make sure, like you are saying, 5 of our stadia properly grasped, top notch.
I mean, look,
you can't do that.
What facility is the English FA?
You can't do that.
What facility does the English FA own or owns as its own that the Premier League clubs play on?
You see,
aside the bigger one that serves as a neutral ground for all important cup competitions. All these clubs own their own
in our case,
stadiums.
Therefore, if the man cannot meet up to certain basic logistical requirements, he's not allowed to form a football team. He's not allowed to form a football team. Look at Mediama. They've been able to market themselves to bring in a good sponsorship. It's given them an excellent edifice.
As for them, as for Mediama and Samatex, by virtue of where they are located.
Yes.
No, that's the whole point. That's the whole
That's
point.
the point.
That's the whole point, Abi.
Today,
That's the whole point.
tomorrow, Kumasi Asante Kotoko cannot play at Kumasi.
That's my problem.
The following day, they can play there.
To come in.
Ghana will not come in. How many times will Ghana use the facility?
We nearly moved to Togo and Ivory Coast and the rest.
And I'm saying that. One of the reasons why we moved to Togo and the rest, we nearly moved there, is because there's no proper maintenance of the pitches.
I agree.
Kotoko are those that use the Kumasi Sports Stadium the most.
See, sometimes Frank Boy himself will have to compromise.
And so you don't think that the Football Association should put some money into those things? You don't think that way?
Who does it then belong to? After putting money
but at
into
the end of the day, you want to market your product. You want to put your product out there to be attractive. Football will never be attractive if the surface on which the game is played
they
is
are
not
under
up
the
to
National Sports Authority.
You see, I get all that, but you are the one using the thing.
Because
you are the one using it.
The clubs are paying for its usage.
How much are they paying?
10K per game. Oh. I've been a club guy before. I've got documents to that effect.
So you see, if I'm paying for a facility, I should insist the facility meets a certain standard, isn't it? And what is the difference between the FA and the Sports Authority?
See, they are unable to pay the amount. They are unable to pay the amount the National Sports Authority is charging for usage of such facilities. They now run to the Legon Sports Stadium. Accra has to focus on that. And Opayado is a friend. And if what I'm saying is not true, you should come here on Monday and tell me it's not true. They use the Legon Sports Stadium at an amount that they go and plead to be reduced because they are not able to pay the 10K at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Look,
they say they need
the Bournemouth Stadium.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
It's like I don't even know how to
proper pitches so we can manage
the Bournemouth Stadium has Suffolk and Kotoko. They can't do something like that. Abe, for as long as our pitches remains like this, we should forget about competing at the very top.
And that's why I say,
let's switch and talk about serious people.
Let's switch. Come on, let's switch. Yeah, it's important.
Let's switch and talk about serious people.
Because this league,
let's switch and talk about serious people.
Let's go into the highlights. Manchester United played against Bournemouth. Today, Nimli decides to be the host. He says, let's switch.
No, you said we should switch, and I said, let's switch. Then you wanted to bring us back. And I said, let's switch and talk about serious people.
Bournemouth played against Manchester United on Friday. The game ended 2-2. It was a game that we marked a lot of errors, in, for example, substitution for United and all of that, and all those details. And I feel it's a game that Bournemouth were really ahead in terms of play over Manchester United. Ended in 2-2. Let's go watch the highlights. We'll come back and see to talk about that as well. Manchester United and AFC Bournemouth. Coach, I'll come to you. Let me start here because I spent a lot of time on the league. I mean, that's Manchester United. That push, you want to begin from there?
Of course, that's a clear penalty. I mean, you don't need any special eye to be able to spot a clear penalty. I mean, it was just close. It was just in sight. That's not just it. There were people in a video room reviewing and assessing this and still could not call the referee back to go watch that incident that he had clearly seen. I don't know. Now, it brings to mind a few things. Now, this same Stuart Atwell made a mistake when United played against Burnley. The VAR failed to bring him to order to correct that mistake he made with that goal that Lisandro Martinez scored. He failed to look at that red card that was supposed to be given to, what's his name? The Kyle Walker on that stamp that he did on Patrick Dogu. The English FA or the whoever supervises came to release a long statement apologizing that such a thing should not have happened, Since then, Stuart Atwell had never officiated any game against Man United or for a game involving Man United. Then he comes again, and gets the first penalty, then a clear push on Ahmad that was supposed to result in a penalty. He overlooks it. The VAR does not do any intervention, and then straight within that same sequence, a goal happens for Bournemouth. Now, there is this saying that goals change games. Imagine United being 2-0 up. I don't know which game I bet you were watching, but United were clearly on top for most parts, especially in the second half.
And I was watching with,
for most parts. For most parts, United were clearly on top. United 2-0. Come on. They will probably take time to control the game and all of that. But that's what you do when you put the game into such a state and you are playing against Bournemouth, who United have failed to beat in the last 5 games. Right? So you set the team back, and that's what led to that situation that led to Harry Maguire also committing that penalty. And back to that game in itself. You see, in the course of the game, Casemiro picked up a yellow card.
Yeah.
And that totally compromised him. And it made it very difficult for him to be able to properly... Exactly. You watch that few minutes where Bournemouth were just floating the ball around the United midfield. Yeah. He was compromised. Any attempt or any tackle that he would try to bring in would probably lead to a second yellow card, which would send him off from the game. Now, Carrick also had the problem. Who was going to substitute Casemiro? Manuel Ugarte. Who is also another problem. Anytime he comes in,
at 26 years old,
there's too much pressure. You know, anytime he comes in, he brings in a lot more pressure onto the team, and that is where the issues were. So he was compromised. By the moment the red card happened, he was like, okay, there is nothing I can do. Let me just take Casemiro off because I can't afford another yellow card.
Okay.
And then let me bring him in.
Result in another red.
So let me just throw him in, and then he decided to make all of those changes. But credits to United for mentally staying in the game, because a certain United I know would probably have thrown the game away and would have lost that game by 3-2 or 4-2. But they were able to keep themselves in the game and be able to run away with the draw, which didn't prove to be a bad result either. I'm sure we'll look at the other games.
100%.
That's it.
Coach, I mean, you see that game, you see the saps and all of that. He says, he was caught in space. It's the reason why he made such changes, Michael Carrick, that resulted in that. You feel that game, it was a game that United could have won?
Clearly, it was 2 points dropped. I agree with him when he said Man United were by far the better team, especially in the first half. They had close to 11 shots. And they were... Look, Carrick cannot coach this team. He can't.
What makes you say that?
Look, why is Benjamin Sesko not starting games?
He thinks he's a sort of Chicharito, a super sub.
No, he's not. If you watch Manchester United play, whenever Sesko is not there, they are so predictable. He has to go through Cunha, a bit of flair, Ahmad or Bruno Fernandes. But when Sesko is there, and the crosses are floated into the box.
Who should Sesko start ahead?
No, I think I'll be benching Ahmad.
I think his form is different.
Yes, and it's clear. He's played very well. But the numbers don't look good.
Yeah.
True.
He's had only 2 assists.
Yes.
True.
You put Mbeumo on the right. Mbeumo is not a number 9. So he's struggling in that position. Mbeumo will be an explosive number 9 if you are playing against a team where Man United will sit back and a counter.
Exactly.
So we saw that against Man City. We saw that against Arsenal. But since those 2 games, he's virtually struggled in all the games where United are supposed to be dominating the possession of the ball, trying to create. So you put him wide and put a focal point up front.
And coach, do you know the funny thing? In that process of sticking Mbeumo up as a number 9, they keep floating the ball.
That's it.
Yeah.
When you float the ball, he doesn't have the presence to be able
to control.
He cannot coach the team. Now let me buttress that point.
Yeah.
He's an interim manager. United should go for the best in class.
You've mentioned this repeatedly.
If you watch the game on Friday, United were dominating. They scored. Then tactically, they came back to defend.
Yeah.
Then they conceded.
Yeah,
they
true.
opened up the score.
True.
Then he got them to recoil again.
Against AFC
What was
Bournemouth.
I was complaining that one.
It's been the
watching the
sequence
game
in a
together.
lot of the games.
My team is in charge. We are dominating.
Yeah.
They are most vulnerable, I agree, after scoring. But there were times where, when they scored and Bournemouth came out to actually respond, they were able to cancel. After 5 minutes, get them to go back to the things they were doing.
Yeah.
That got them the lead.
Yeah.
Take charge of the run object and control the tempo or the intensity of the game. He wouldn't allow them to do that. He would not allow them to do that. All right? And for me, look, but for Cisco, United were not beating Fulham. But for Cisco, United were not beating Everton.
Yeah.
But for Cisco, United were going to lose against West Ham.
True.
So the so-called Michael Carrick performances or victories, I'm not
I
discrediting
get where you're
him,
going. Yeah, I get where you're going.
has been
The
on
presence
moments.
of Seshko.
And
You look
the
at that
player
10.
that has actually made a case for him to be given the job. He keeps benching the young man.
But coach, some people also make an argument that he coming on sort of gives the team another dimension.
No, you see,
Sort of.
there are
As if he's
games
coming
where,
from bench.
I mean, there are
Yes.
games where if you bench him against an Arsenal,
Yeah.
because Man United were going to sit and counter, it makes sense. But you don't bench him against Fulham. You don't bench him against West Ham. You don't, a team that we would dominate. So we need to give ourselves options.
Yeah.
Go wide, whack in those crosses. Look at the goal he scored against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
So the point I'm making is that Carrick has done very well. But he's not managed playing weekend in midweek. He's not got the experience to do that.
I'm forced to agree.
United cannot give him the job.
I agree.
He's done so
Shown
well
on Friday.
that he needs to go. Look at, we lost against Newcastle United with 10 men.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be losing that game.
Yeah.
Again, in that game, he delayed the substitution. At 10 against 11, he was still afraid to attack Newcastle.
Yeah.
He was still afraid. That game should have been over by 60th minute. He should have been home and dry. So the point I'm making is that it's 2-point drop, and I think tactically, Michael Carrick contributed to that 2-point being dropped. His tactical switches anytime Man United took the lead. We saw Man City today. When they took the lead, they didn't sit back.
No, they were still.
We'll get it. I want us to go for a quick break here. This Scorecard on Channel 1 TV. Let's go for this break. We'll return back in the studio. We'll show you more highlights. Then we'll get to talk about it, like we're doing now. I'll be back after this. Welcome back from the break. This is Scorecard on Channel 1 TV. I've been talking about, a lot of issues. There's a number on your screen for you to also leave your thoughts in what you think in relation to all we've discussed here on the show. From United's manager, who we believe can't continue at the club, let's go to another football club that I think are delaying in sacking a manager who can't do the job after being given a lot of money to be able to get in proper players to bring them to the level or class where we know them to be. It's Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex. They decided to shock the entire world by beating Liverpool by 2-1. Let's go for the highlights. We'll be back here to talk about it. Kind of striker that needs to be playing for the Black Stars. A guy, Danny Welbeck. It's a fine. The more he advances in age, the finer he becomes. Well, Salah has gotten a muscle injury.
Yeah.
He didn't play this game.
didn't play.
You feel it contributed to the result?
No, not really. Look, the whole Liverpool team have been very inconsistent. I think since Leicester City won the league, when they came back to defend, they were very, very poor.
True.
This Liverpool team reminds me of that Leicester City team that came to defend the league title.
Do you think it's harsh?
At Liverpool, no, it's not harsh. They've lost close to 10 or 11 games. As defending champions, you cannot lose this number of games. And the performances has been so bad No proper consistency. And you see, if you look at the way some players have actually played in that Liverpool setup throughout the season, and this manager, some point in the season, thought and felt that Mo Salah is to be blamed. It's shocking. You saw the two centre backs. You saw the goal they conceded. Van Dijk and co. Very poor. No proper marking. Zona marking on the crosses into the box. No leadership quality. Nobody's in charge. Nobody's talking.
They've played together for a long time.
You see, I don't blame them also.
Why?
They've played too many games.
Okay.
They are playing in the league. They are playing in the Champions League. Even in the FA Cup, they are playing. Van Dijk is not younger. I think he's 33 now, 34.
Van Dijk is not getting younger.
So one would have thought that an slot would have brought in some defenders. Where's my gain?
Okay,
They should have bought my gain.
During the
Exactly.
transfer.
You cannot spend close to $500 million and have only 2 centre backs in your team. You can't do that.
Close to 40% of that amount was spent on Isaac and
It doesn't make sense.
Florian Wirtz.
It doesn't make sense. You see, most people have gone quiet on how Florian Wirtz,
Isaac.
no, Isaac,
The injury.
he's injured. So normally I don't like to talk about player. We know what Isaac is capable of doing. But Ekitike, the goals,
But strangely,
dried up.
Konate is 26.
No,
he's young,
no,
yes,
but
really.
even if he's 26, because he struggled for form, you need to give him some respite.
Okay.
Let him rest, recharge, and come back. If a defender is struggling for form, he needs his partner to help him regain form. But here's the case where even his partner is equally worse off than him. I think Van Dijk has been worse than Konate throughout the season. Because Van Dijk's reading of the game, his anticipation. I thought, you see, I normally would liken him to a real Ferdinand. He wouldn't get himself involved in the physical battle, but he reads the game so well that he sees the danger before it even happens. So he's always stepping ahead of the danger and getting the problem solved. But in this season, even when he sees the danger, he's unable to step in. He's become slower. He's not
34. He's losing his legs.
Exactly. And the over insistence on an slot to not try to adapt a little bit is that, look, I've been watching this EPL for more than 20 years. This is the first time I've heard a coach say that my opponent didn't play the way I thought they would play.
But that's the thing he has been saying since the start of the season.
I would have sacked him and fired him immediately.
He's been saying that throughout the season. I don't understand why
those statements are chronic statements to the coaching profession. Because what is coaching?
Because
coaching is what you do as the game is ongoing.
You anticipate situations.
There's nothing wrong with coming in there anticipating that this is what your opponent
anticipate the situation.
But the moment the thing is set into motion, the moment the system gets in play, and he's not doing what you thought he would do, why are you being paid that huge amount of money? Look at what he's doing and tweak and adjust and adapt and go and do something different.
Great.
I mean, he's been a bad manager. He's been so bad this season. And I look at them, the better improve or SPSG would cause more harm. That could be because if they don't improve over 2 legs, the humiliation will be such that he will lose his job immediately after those 2 legs.
Why are Liverpool still keeping him?
I mean, he got a huge credit in his bank, winning the league. I mean, you look at Liverpool's history.
With Klopp's structure?
He played over 38 games to win the league, so just let's give him credit for being able to do that. But the league is such that you just do not coach in winning games. Other opponents also are watching you.
True.
They are trying to counter whatever strategy. So perhaps what he brought in last season took a lot of these coaches by surprise, right?
Okay.
In terms of the kind of football that he was playing and everything. Now, every other coach or all the other 19 clubs will also be watching you.
100%.
So it baffles me. I was going to make the point coach made with regards to he making that statement that it looks as if teams are trying to play a specific way when they play against Liverpool. It means they figured you out.
True.
Now, as they figured you out, what do? You need to find a way to evolve your strategies. I always go back to Pep Guardiola when he came into the English Premier League.
Yeah.
After the first season, he said, I know what to do.
100%.
Because he realized that in the Premier League, second balls are very important.
100%. And
He realized that I need physical players. I just do not need technicians. Probably technicians will be needed in Germany or in Spain. But in England, you need technicians and you need physical players that are very physical. So you need to find a way to be able to adapt as the games go on. Yeah. And that's what Slot has been unable to do during his time, especially in the second season. He's reminding me so much of Erik ten Hag. Excellent first season.
A pragmatic manager. Then the second season,
I don't know what
the guy has his head all over.
I don't know. Yeah, all that's manager. So you see some similarities in there. Yeah. So I find it very strange that Liverpool have had to dip so deeply. I mean, after winning the league they had won the league with some games to spare, and then everybody thought that they were going to show a lot of promise, or they showed a lot of promise with the kind of signings they were doing. Yeah. Everyone feared that this Liverpool team was going to do something significant, but unfortunately, it's looking very, very, very bad for him. And looking at the points gap, they are the team I tipped to probably join Aston Villa and Man United to make, because the English clubs are likely to have 5 slots. But if they are not careful, if you watch the teams behind them that are
Everton, Brentford,
they are all...
For the fact that they and Chelsea both lost yesterday, now these teams can begin to believe.
They are closing in. So if you are not careful, even that 5th place slot that you are vying for is also going to be very, very difficult for you. It's very unfortunate that Liverpool have had to find themselves in this situation.
In this kind of situation.
Yes.
I've got a lot of messages here. I want to read that, but we'll get into the Chelsea clips shortly. It seems Manchester United have been denied justice for certain decisions in certain games like the Bournemouth game. It is disappointing for Arsenal not to win the Carabao Cup, because now the remaining games in the English Premier League do or die, or it's a do or die situation for Arsenal, especially in the league. I see Manchester City winning another trophy this season. Hernandez, Mayumbe from Lusaka in Zambia. Amen James, a full glued and ardent fan, but a first-time texter. That's fine. The only difference between Liverpool and Chelsea is that one is a pool and the other is a sea, but both are water bodies. Erade Nkrofo Yi Asa. All right. Good evening, Scorecard. If I were Arsenal's board or a board member at Arsenal, Arteta will receive his sack letter in the 60th minute. Why play roadblock against mighty City in the second half? Did he sell the game in the dressing room, or what happened today? From Prof. Zeal inside Tessano. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says, truth be told, this referee must be punished to serve as a deterrent to others. This is the second time that he's doing this to Manchester United. This attitude of the referee should not be allowed to go scot-free. But I disagree with Coach saying that Carrick cannot coach Manchester United, in my humble opinion. He has demonstrated to show that he's capable. So far, he has performed better than all coaches we thought could coach Manchester United. To me, so far, He's so good.
He's not.
Good evening.
He's not.
I don't agree. I don't agree. His opinion. I don't agree.
When he came,
I don't agree.
He went like 13 games unbeaten.
I don't agree. I don't agree. Don't worry.
He won every game.
I don't agree.
When he was finally given the job,
Ole placed United second.
That's only when he took over.
Let's
in that season, won like was it 11 or 13 straight games?
Yeah. Good evening, Bernard Abeko Ochi. Good job. Good job. Always. Good job always on Scorecard. Please tell coach, we have tried the so-called bests in class coaches, and what's the end result? I think we jumped to conclusion a little bit faster. I remember Sheshko started versus Newcastle and United had the worst game under Michael Carrick. I'm not too sure he refers to Sheshko was ready to start. He's saying some United faithful said that. That's Joshua from Tishi. So you can keep your messages on board and take your time to kindly write them for me because of the intensity. So I'll be able to read them clearly, on the show. Let's get into that clip at the Hill Dickinson Stadium where Everton beat Chelsea by 3-0. Let's watch this. We're back in studio. Coach. But what's the pause for?
Liam Rosinho.
I want to be very measured.
Okay.
But I have to be honest too. Look, no structure, no shape, and no inspiration, not from the technical team. This is a very young team.
Are they average players?
I don't think so. This is a very young team. Every young team would suffer to be very consistent.
Okay, I agree.
So the best way to get them to perform, first and foremost, should come from the leadership. The leadership which involves what? The coach and his backroom staff.
Okay.
Rosinho does not.
Rosie what?
Rosinho.
Okay.
Look, he does not in any way knows what he's doing. Look at that first goal. Last week, we spoke about the goal they conceded.
Through the defensive line.
Against Newcastle.
Just run through
The same
that
thing
happened.
is what happened in that first goal.
When James Garner.
So Garner picked up the ball, he turned
through.
and then
That should be on the coach, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. No shape. No structure.
But interestingly, that's what he said. He said, he said he had structure and everything. So
If you
I'm
have
so
structure, the same thing cannot be recurring.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I find that very
cannot be
baffling.
recurring.
That's true. I found that very baffling.
It just cannot be recurring like that. Now, at the end of the day, when you are dealing with young players, you want to give them clear, direct instructions. Because at their age, they are not experienced enough to process a lot of instructions. Going out there to implement it. It becomes very complicated and simply confusing to them. You look at the Chelsea setup, defensively they look very confused. There's nobody in charge.
That's true. There's no leadership.
There's no leadership at the back. So who is in charge of what? Who is calling Caicedo? We are shipping in too many goals. So as the DM, as the first line
drop a little
of defensive protection, drop a little. Okay? Somebody should be talking to the young man. He's a brilliant footballer.
True.
You put him alongside a player like Casemiro, who is very experienced. He wins man of the match, player of the match regularly with cheeky ease. Somebody should be telling Enzo Fernandez. You see, if you've got a team that is conceding too many goals, there's a problem to fix defensively. Before you cannot be hoping that you score more goals than your opponent week in, week out. Now, Chelsea are putting themselves in a situation where, in their last 5-6 games, they need to score 3 or more goals to win football games. You don't do that. So, first of all, make yourself difficult to get beat. And how do you do that? To have a structure, a defensive structure. The team was going into this game having been virtually humiliated by PSG 8-2. So confidence level are already low. So give them a structure that makes them difficult to concede. But not one person of the opponent picks up the ball, he turns, and then there's a whole huge gap. Then he just rolls the ball like that into the middle.
And then he rolls the ball. And
through the defenders, and then striker goes, and then he just ding the ball into the back of the net like that.
What is Scott ball watching?
And look at the second goal.
Yeah.
Where was the left back? Where the ball was? Whoever that left back was, Kukaria, was completely out of position. So Iganage intercepted the ball, and he had a huge gap ahead of him.
Had to run through.
No structure. Mr. Rosenau, this is not structure. This is not structured football.
Mr. What?
Rosenau. You see,
that's fine.
It's painful to the Chelsea fans. I told them on radio that it is what it is. They have to accept that Abramovich era
is over.
Is gone for good. It's gone for good. And it's sad. I know it's painful. And it's difficult to move away. When you are used to winning, all of a sudden, they won the World Club Championship. That told them that those were moments.
But then again, that was under Maresca.
Yes. You left Maresca.
And dropped the standards again.
And then you dropped
They are the same guys who sacked Thomas
I saw
Tuchel.
this man in midweek writing notes in the 88th minute when he was losing 3-0.
Who is that?
Rosenau.
To who? Who was he writing?
Giving a note to try to call Garnacho. What is there to be what? What is there to be improved upon? When you are 8-2 down on aggregate, you're writing note to be given to a player in that minute. You just hope that the game ends quick, so that the note you've prepared will be used to do proper analysis and rectify. Not to be handing over the note. Go and fix what? I'm going to score 9 goals in 2 minutes.
That's Rosenau.
Look,
guy.
The level has dropped. And if you're a Chelsea fan, like I said, it is what it is. You have to accept that currently, this is the level. If they don't take care, they will not make Champions League. They will not make. You see, they have to put an end to this losing streak. They are losing regular. It's what? It's unacceptable.
That's true.
So the coach is a pictorial evidence of what the team is at the moment. And by extension, Todd Bowley and those people are businessmen. They said they want to make the Brighton model. The Brighton model is non-competitive. It's groom and sell.
True.
You don't win trophies. So you live by that if you're a Chelsea fan and accept your fate and move on in life.
Fair point.
Chelsea is a club in the lab. Do you understand?
It's a club,
in the lab because it's undergoing some experiments.
I'm a chemistry student. I'm coming from that background. If you say that, it means the whole process is now about to begin.
It's a club undergoing experiment. Because it's very unfortunate that they find themselves in this situation, like Coach rightly said. You can't go into the market. Get these youngins, if there's any English like that, right? You get these players, put them on very large contracts. The last time I heard Todd Bowley trying to justify what they are trying to do and everything that they are trying to achieve with this strategy. And you see, when you get these young players, they need to be guided right.
Sure.
You got Enzo Maresca, young coach, up and coming, had done so well with Leicester, promoted them into the Premier League. He comes in, he does a job, qualifies you back into the Champions League for the first time. I mean, I had problems with his coaching and all of that, but Enzo Fernandez came to say in midweek that he's a coach that had given them some structure. He was doing something. Then you bring in another young coach in the middle of the season, and we know the issues that happened with Maresca because at some point, the way the structure is set up, any coach would fight it at some point. Poch had a problem with that.
Yeah.
Maresca has had a problem with that.
Toto Alotti, Thomas Tuchel.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Also had a problem.
Thomas
You see,
Tuchel.
when
He
you
had
set
problem
up
with it.
when you set up like that, you are setting the team up to fail at some point because it's become an experiment.
True.
And no serious coach would want to do that. And that is why they need coaches like Rose. Coach, what's the name again? Rosenor. You need people like Rosenor to be able to do that because they are people you can easily perhaps manipulate. You can easily, also tweak
Like
in the experiment.
remote control.
Experiments. You see, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing is undergoing some sort of experiment, which is making it very, very difficult for them.
And Didier Drogba Chelsea.
You see,
John
coach,
Terry's Chelsea.
Coach said something. If you remember, when Chelsea were in a crisis at some point, and they brought in Thomas Tuchel, the first thing he did was that he was going to make the team very hard to beat and give them structure.
That's how you start.
But you see, you change Maresca in the middle of the season, bring in Rosino or coach.
Yeah, Rosino. Rose.
You bring in Rosino. And when you bring in some of these young coaches, what they try to do is to try to tweak things in the middle of the season and all. But what you need is stability. That is what Carrick is doing at United right now.
He's not wrong. Just put players
in the right position. Have you seen the XG that he's had conceded at Man United? It's dropped significantly from what his predecessor was doing.
Ruben Amorim.
What he's done is simple. Just get back to the basics. And that's what you expect Rosino to do with the team. And that's what he's failing to do and making it a lot more difficult for them to be able to get to where they are going to. Now, they have to end the losses. Otherwise, they'll be in trouble.
Let's go for another break here. This is Scorecard on Channel 1 TV. After the break, we'll talk more. Manchester City winning by 2-0. The first goal, what's your take on that?
The first goal, no, before I talk about the first goal, we did a game on radio.
Sure.
During the Republic of Football. And from the tunnel, you remember the statement I made?
Yeah, you said the face is the Arsenal.
I said I didn't like the facial expression of the Arsenal players. They looked too tensed. The Man City players looked a bit relaxed.
Calm and all of that.
They've been here before.
Familiar with the setting.
They are familiar with the setup. And normally, those things happen based on the conversation in the dressing room with the technical team. I think Arteta had overly spoken to them and wanted them to be tighter in whatever he's asked them to go and do. So it is good to be focused. There are times too you cannot be overly too focused. You miss the little
minute details.
You miss them. And when the game started, Arsenal in that first half had 3 shots on target, and they all took place within the same sequence. They moved the ball, goalkeeper saved, rebound saved, rebound saved. After that, then anytime Man City had the ball, they dropped so deep, virtually trying to play on the transition, trying to play that we will get these guys when we win the ball off them, then pop. But is it Kuzanov?
Kuzanov.
I think he was the best player defensively today on the pitch.
I agree.
Because he gave Man City that recovery. That anytime Arsenal took the ball off them and they went into space, he could recover.
True.
Because he's got the speed to do so. So in that first half, Man City, in my view, were very bad. Because they were not moving the ball quickly at all. They were just a bit too relaxed. Then I made a statement and I said, I was so not happy with the way Arsenal approached the game. By far, you've been the better team in the land. So when you come into a bigger occasion like this, you don't freeze. Oh.
True.
I think they froze. And it started from the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, when the second half resumed, Pep had virtually told Man City to do 2 or 3 things. Number 1, move the ball a bit quicker. Number 2, give me a lot more off the ball movement to create options and get Semenyo and Doku to stay wider.
To stretch.
Let them stretch and let the 2 fullbacks not go on the overlap. Then let the 2 of them come into the middle. That's how the 2 goals was. Look at Nunes. He was not running behind Semenyo. He was coming in front.
Yeah.
Look at O'Reilly. He was not going beyond Doku. He was also coming in this way. And then third, which was the most important thing, was the fact that let's go long.
Yeah.
Because when we go long, Saliba and Gabriel will deal with this. But make sure that you win that second ball. Make sure you win the second ball.
Engage.
Make sure that you win the second ball. And once you win the second ball, then we begin to establish a bit more rhythm. Suffocate them. Don't allow them to go through. Today was when I saw Pep go back to those tactical fouls. In situations where Arsenal had the means to go through them, you stop it there. You foul them and make sure you stop it. If there was any manager who should have seen that, it should be Mikel Arteta.
True.
You've worked with him before. Okay? You've worked with him before. Now look at what Arteta did. I kept complaining.
Yeah.
Bring your team out.
Yeah.
Because you've been suffocated in your half in such a way that you are not able to pass through the press.
Yeah.
So when the ball goes over, push the entire team upward. Look, let's go into the middle. Push your stride so that if we are to lose the ball, we'll lose the ball in the half of Man City, and then we see whether we can also win it off them there and begin to push them backward as well. But he kept them deep. He kept them, and I was telling you already that Man City was going to score.
Yeah.
So I saw the first goal coming. Although you want to argue that it was a mishandling on the part of what?
But the was too
Kepa
much.
Arrizabalaga.
You say?
Kepa Arrizabalaga. So that's the pronunciation of his name in the Spanish. Kepa Arrizabalaga.
More fire.
More fire. I'm speaking a bit of Spanish.
I believe you.
Arrizabalaga.
Thank you. I believe you. Kepa
Okay?
what?
Arrizabalaga.
I'm sure coach stayed in the Basque region. So
You understand? You can fault him for that first goal. But the pressure was becoming incessant. It was becoming relentless. Arsenal not being able to. Now, so again, I thought that having considered the first goal, Arteta will now see the need to push the team forward. Come on, let's go. Move forward. Let's go and play a bit. In the first 20 minutes were virtually played in the half of Arsenal. And that was when Man City did all the damage. Now, tactically, when the 2 fullbacks of Man City didn't go wide, but they kept coming into the middle, Arteta should have instructed his wide men in Saka. You were asking who was marking O'Reilly in that second goal. Saka should have changed him because, you see, because Doku and Semenyo stayed wide, they kept the 2 fullbacks of Arsenal wider. So it means that they couldn't come in sideways shift or diagonal shift to block the channel. So who should have helped them block that channel? Should have been what? Their wingers. And they didn't do that. Look at O'Reilly's second goal. A free header. He just returned the ball back. There was no power in the header. He just returned the ball back to where it came from, across Arrizabalaga. And then the ball entered into the back of the net. You understand what I'm saying?
Across who?
Arrizabalaga.
Thank you.
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Fantastic. Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yeah.
He just headed the ball across Arrizabalaga. And that ended up in the back of the net.
True.
Now look at what Arteta did. With about 18 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go, he did his changes. And then he rather required his most effective ball-carrying midfielder to go and play at right back. You saw that?
Yeah, in defense.
He shifted Declan Rice to right back, meaning that he could only influence the game from the flanks. And I was telling you people, I said, what? Arteta, what is he thinking about? Rather, I would have changed the system and rather asked Declan Rice to drive the team forward through the middle. And let's see what happens. Because that is where he's most comfortable. That is where he can impact and influence the game better. I could look, Arteta coached today as if he was afraid. You don't approach a final game like that. You're afraid to lose. You've earned the right to be there. You've earned the right to be at the final.
That's true.
So don't go and more or less subdue. Don't subdue yourself. Come out and be subdued by your opponent. I think he was overly cautious, scared not to lose because of the narrative that may come up if they lose the game. Are this guy bottless? If you are popoing, if you are shaking in the Carabao Cup final as a coach, you shake when you go and meet in the Champions League final. Obviously, you will shake. He shook today.
He did what?
He shook today.
He what?
Oh, popo.
Oh, Charlie.
He popoed. And for me, look, I was so. You see, when Arsenal are playing in such games and they lose,
yes,
you know what it does to me, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
It takes a lot away from me financially.
I know.
We have got some true Arsenal men, big men in this country, who acknowledges the fact that, I mean, Arsenal should win games.
It's okay. The league is there. Okay, the league is there. I understand you.
No, you cannot be doing Arteta like sort of coaching.
You say he's doing what?
Arteta. What is that?
You say Arteta is doing Arteta.
Arteta like that of coaching.
Charlie.
No, he was too afraid today. Look, Araujo, let's put all joke aside. Fantastic. There are times we want to bring out the human part of
to make the whole thing
but to be more serious, he just lost it. He didn't. He was not proactive. He waited, hoping that Man City will commit into that and then they go and punish. You see, he has set the team up to wait. Let them go and punish. But look at Rodri today. Rodri again reminded everybody.
He's on top of his game.
That if he's playing regularly, he will dominate.
Absolutely.
He just took control of the game. And I'm happy for the Ghanaian Semenyo. Boy. You saw him today. He was brilliant. Defensively, solid. Attacking-wise, solid. Tactical-wise, solid. These are the things we want to see Otto Addo dance with him.
It's okay, let me go to...
These are the things.
That's okay, that's true. Let me move to...
When I switch, you don't want me to switch.
You're playing with the time.
Let's go. Let him talk something.
I mean, he said a lot. I don't know what you observed.
I mean,
the time is fast.
It's more on the issue of bravery.
Okay.
We've seen coaches play against Pep in the final. We've seen Ten Hag play against Pep in the final
yes, they
twice.
were brave.
We've seen Oliver Glasner do it in the final against Pep. Right? So, if you lack that bravery in a final, in a final, it's not about who plays well, it's about who wins.
True.
It's all about winning the final. So, I expected a lot more bravery. And Arsenal, aside the fact that they had that 3 successive shots in that
the
first
early
half,
part of the game,
I virtually did not see anything more significant in terms of their potency with regards to their attack. I was very much disappointed because even when City were leading by 2-0, City still had a high line. And Arsenal has still dropped their line even further. And they were not doing anything to be able to overturn the game. And I was just looking at Arteta to see what different ideas he was going to use. Because even their favorite corners, City had found a way to neutralize that.
True.
Right? So in cup finals like that, you need to show a lot more bravery. If you lack that bravery, it becomes difficult. Granted, coach, that you drop deep. Who is that attacker there going to be able to hold up to the ball for you to draw men into play?
A break,
So you should be able to know your personnel, to be able to deploy a game plan that suits the occasion.
It's a difficult
when Ten Hag played in that 2-1 final against this one, you saw what United did.
Yeah.
How they were breaking play, how they were going on their counter. There is always one intelligent player in there. How they are able to move players into spaces the moment they break out. But it's one thing I never saw us now do because of the guy up top in Gyökeres. He just doesn't have it.
No, he's not a ball player. He will feed on the chances created to him. So if you're asking him to drop that deep and there's no technician creative.
So that's why I'm saying you use the wrong player for the wrong game. So you have a game plan, but some of the personnel that you are having to be able to execute that game plan for you were not there. So what then do you have to do? You need to be a lot more brave. And that's what Arteta and Arsenal lacked. And everything stems from the coach. And coach was so spot on when he talked about the body language, the demeanor of the man in charge, and what he transmits to the whole team. And when you lack that, Pep was so relaxed. He was, I know the terrain, I know this. As for the Carabao Cup,
you see, in the tunnel, you see, Pep was a bit late.
He came late and then
it's all part of the experience.
Exactly. Came in and then shook hands and
he came in a very jovial mood.
Gentlemen, how are you? And then that was it.
Me, Atasa.
So I mean, it's just what it is. And for Arsenal, I don't know. I still think they'll win the league.
Hey, that one they can't bottle it.
They can't. Some things are at stake.
What?
Let's move to Spain. Let's move to Spain. So Araujo's goal got fetched Barcelona, an important point, 3 maximum points, beating Rayo Vallecano by a goal to 0. Let's watch this clip. So that's Barcelona in the picture. We do not have a lot of time, but I mean, Madrid also won by 3 goals to 2. And
still a 4-point gap, isn't it?
Yes.
I think, like I've said, it will remain like that until the Clásico. I expect the two teams to keep winning, and the Clásico will eventually declare Barcelona winners of the league. I think they'll win it. I think this Real Madrid team are doing well, but in the Clásico, Barcelona will have too much for them. I think they'll have too much for them.
I think Barca is a more complete team when you compare that to Madrid. Especially you look at the coaching department of the two and the brains.
It's not a matter of a complete team over the other, but I feel it's gotten to a stage.
Describe the players to say this is the kind of football you want young players to play.
I mean, it's gotten to a stage where it's a 4-point lead, and I totally agree with Coach that the El Clásico would be an ultimate decider as to what happens, because whoever wins, if Barca wins, that's a 7-point gap. If Madrid wins, it's an advantage to them, 1 point, and there'll be a lot more pressure on them. So we would have to wait for the El Clásico. But as it stands, these teams, Real Madrid played so good today against Atletico Madrid, especially in that first half. And I wasn't surprised that they came back to win that game. Or even when they went down by a man in the process of the game after they were leading by 3-2 and still were able to maintain themselves. So, they are building some resilience, but it will take a lot more to beat Barca in the El Clásico, and I think Barca are edging it over them in this league. I won't be surprised if Barca wins.
That's great. I pick a message and we go. Arsenal's style of play is too predictable. I expect them to play attacking football, but they focus on not trying to concede. Football is about goals. Kweku from La Paz. Guys, I would thank you for making time to watch Scorecard on Channel 1 TV. Coach, thank you very much for always showing up. Kwame, Charlie.
Always a pleasure, Abi. Always a pleasure.
I am Bernard Ambeko. See you same time next week. Scorecard here on Channel 1 TV. Bye-bye.